What's going on, everybody? Welcome to edition of Dating with the Dean, where I read your emails and kind of get you a better understanding of how dating works and hopefully get you where you need to be. Got an email that I want to read to you. Again, guys, if y'all want to send me emails, you can go to themanmindset.com. Send me an email and make sure you give me permission to go ahead and post this on YouTube as well, because that's what I'm going to be doing. Go ahead and read the email. I met her the other day when I was at a store. First time I saw her was 2 days ago. I approached her and everything was cool. I even got her number. That's strike one. One thing I always tell you guys, we'll discuss that in a second because that's your first strike right there. I reapproached her a few times and I was wondering if that was a good idea. And when I saw her, I made a joke about her long hair. Strike two, who cares about her long hair? Over a text that day, and she laughed hard. And then I asked her, when am I going to see her again? Strike three, why are you guys asking? A lot of reaction here. And she said that you can come see her tomorrow. And I said, cool. I saw her. I ran into her the next day. We talked a little bit, and I couldn't make a connection. I was too fucking shallow. Anyway, everything is still cool, but if I don't do anything soon, everything will be wasted. Need some help. What should I do? Well, guys, this is really a very good email, but it's I'm not going to try to go too long on this, just to give you more of an understanding of what's happening with this email and some of the things that he did. Number one, he got her number. Number two, he was making a lot of jokes about her hair because he thinks that's the way to get her attention. And number three, he was asking her permission of when they can see each other again. Guys, remember, when you're walking up and meeting a woman, everything is set on more of being about action and not being in reaction. A man who has a lot of women and a man that is very confident in what he can do. And what I mean is having a standard, knowing about himself, knowing what he has to offer a woman. And the way he approaches the woman, the way he texts her, and also the way he dates her is got to be in what we call action. The problem with a lot of you guys is that a lot of you guys, when you first meet a woman, you don't know too much about yourself, who you are, and why is it you do what you do. The $1 million question you have to ask yourself here is, what do you have to offer a woman that's different from everybody else? That is one of the most key things that you have to figure out, because what you have to understand, most women are being hit on all the time by a bunch of guys. So what separates you from everybody else? That's the first question you have to ask yourself. Now, if this emailer right here, you can tell that there is no standard. He doesn't know too much about himself. He's reaching by getting her number. Guys, I've always told you, when you get a woman's number, you're running behind her. You're bending over and kissing her ass. Now, please don't get me wrong. If you have to get a woman's number, if you have to get a woman's number, or you give her your number and she exchanges numbers with you, what you have to do is you have to be on the offense, and you got to let her know. You have to give her commands. Call me, or, holler at me, get in touch with me. But what a lot of you guys do is that you run behind her and you kiss her ass, you bend over backwards, you chop a tree down, and you build a pedestal for her. Women don't like that stuff. Number two is you sit around there and you try to be funny or try to be witty, and there's times and places to do that, but doing little jokes like that is not really cool, because you know what? As a man, you're supposed to let her know what is. You're supposed to let her know what your standard is and what you want and why you are going after her. There's a lot of guys that's not even doing that. You're not even giving her a reason why you want to do it. You're assuming that because you're talking to her that you want a relationship with her. Women don't operate that way. Yes, they know you want to sleep with them, but they do not operate on a level where they automatically assume that you really want to have sex with her. You know what I mean? Most of you guys, they look at you and they say, wow, this is going to be a guy that can either pay my bills. This is a guy that he'll be a shoulder to cry on. He'll be a friend. Somewhere you'll fall in the friend zone. What the problem with this guy right here is that because there was no connection, because again, there are levels to this, and a lot of you guys don't understand this, and this is where you fail. If there is no set standard of who you are and what you have and what you know that you can do, or what can separate you from every other guy, then you're just going to fall in the pack. You're going to have what we call a kite mentality. That means wherever the wind is blowing, that's where you're going to go. You always have to have a standard. The next thing is knowing what you have to offer a woman. Knowing that when you meet her, that you know what, this is a great opportunity for you as the woman. This is her great opportunity to meet someone great. Knowing that after that, it's the texting game. If you don't know how to text a woman correctly, you're going to fall in the friend zone, because a lot of you guys fail at this point. Your job is, yes, to give her your number. I know you're going to go straight to texting, but your job is to move from texting to the telephone, and from the telephone to the meetup. And for a lot of you guys, you stay stuck in the texting because a lot of you guys don't understand is texting is a language onto itself. It's a whole language. And what a lot of you guys do is you hide behind your words, your phrases, and your sentences, and you don't let these women know what you want from them. It is okay to let a woman know what your intentions are. Lay it all on the table early so you don't waste your fucking time sitting around there hoping the sun, moon, and stars line up and she really wants to get with you. After the texting, you got to be able to wow her on the telephone. You've got to be able to move mountains in her mind. I keep telling you guys that. And if you're stuck around doing the same boring Bob conversations and you don't know what to talk about, you're going to fall in the friend zone. It is always, this whole dating thing is always set up with friend zone traps. And if you don't get past one, you're going to fall in there. And the third thing is, you should already know that, you know what, if we set up a date, I'm going to blow her socks off, because you know what, it's going to be a great experience. If you have that kind of knowledge, you should have the confidence to be able to talk to women. But for a lot of you guys, you don't have that confidence. You're worried about, you use your past, you stay in your comfort zone, and your approaches are so bad where you use pickup lines, tricks, and gimmicks, manipulation, and things like that. Or you just don't know what to say. A woman can tell if you're nervous. These women are not stupid. They've been around so many guys, they can smell you coming from a mile away. So what I suggest you guys doing to get your stuff together is, remember, talk to 5 women a day. You got to learn the skill. Everything you do is a skill. From the moment you say hello, to the conversation, to texting, to getting on the phone, to meeting up, to making out, to having sex, all these things, even 5 play, or oral sex, like what you regular guys say. But what I'm saying is, it's very important that you guys learn more about yourselves and what you have to offer a woman. Because ask yourself the $1 million question before you walk up to a woman. What is different from me? What separates me from everybody else? And if you can't that fast come up with 1,000,001 reasons, she's going to give you 1,000,001 reasons why she just wants to be your friend and keep you in the friend zone. So to answer this guy, he's already, just think about this. Every time you're in reaction, give yourself a -5. And from getting her phone number to doing some corny jokes, going back there and not connecting, he's already -15. He's already in not the hole, the zone, the friend zone. And he can't get out of this. Women want somebody who is assertive, that knows what they want, and is going to put it all on the line. Leave it all on the floor. Let her know how you feel. Let her know what your intentions are, and let her decide after that point what she wants to do. Because as a man, a king, and a warrior, and all these things that you have inside you, you got to realize you don't need to waste your time with just one woman. Show her what you want, put it on the table, and if she's not down, that's cool. Move the fuck on to the next woman. But don't sit around waiting, kissing her ass, walking on eggshells, and juggling shit to try to impress her. You don't need to impress her. Remember, at the end of the day, she's going after your last name and your ring, so you have the upper hand. You just got to show her that, you know what, I'm not like the rest of these cookie cutters. I'm a motherfucking man. I'm interested in you. Let's go out. I mean, asking her what she wants to do is really a bad thing. You never ask a woman what she wants to do. You let her know what you're going to do. You know what? How about we get together on this day? Or how about we go here? Or why don't we meet and just hang out or something? But you have to take a more action-based steps instead of being in reaction and asking her what she wants to do. All right, guys. Well, that's going to be the end of our show, guys. But also remember, if you have any questions or anything, head over to themanmindset.com. I'm here to answer your questions. And we also have products to get you out of those situations because, guys, I'm telling you, there are two main bridges that you got to gap. If you don't know how to text her correctly, you will lose. If you don't know how to make out with her when you have the opportunity, you will lose. If you don't know how to approach her, you will lose. If you don't know how yourself, you will lose. If you don't know what to say to her on the phone, you will lose. If you don't know how to do things to her, really eating her out and doing all that stuff that I show you, you will lose. But I don't want you on the losing side. It's time to draw a line in the sand, turn around, come back home to the land of ass and titties, know what you want, tell her what's up, and be the man that I know you can be. All right, guys, I will talk to you motherfuckers later. Peace. Oh, yeah, and don't forget to check us out every Tuesday night at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard, and also Wednesday night, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Man Mindset Radio Show.